All right, Coach Mike here. Welcome to Rehab 101. This is the introductory video where we're going to go over what exactly prehab and rehab, what it is, what exactly we're trying to do, what happens to your body, what equipment you need, all that stuff. So let's get started on this because number one, why do you need it? A lot of people end up, as you get older, lower back pain, knee pain, elbow pain, wrist pain, neck pain, and generally that's not the cause or the thing you need to treat. For example, if my knee hurts, it's not because there's something wrong with the knee. It's because something else in the chain up the leg or down the leg is affecting the way that the knee performs. So the philosophy on all this is you find out what the root of the issue is and fix it. So first thing, prehab. If I use the term prehab, it means exercises to do to prevent injuries from happening. If I use the term rehab, it's too late. You done got it. So we're going to fix it. So either way, exercises are very similar. And let's just start going over some of this. If you have any questions, just let me know. One of the things that baffles people is the idea of if the knee hurts or the elbow hurts, why isn't it the problem with that joint? And to put it, to kind of give you an analogy, you have different layers. Like if you look at this, you got the skin, you have some fat underneath, you have a webbing, kind of like a sausage casing that holds in the sausage. It's called the fascia, and then you have the muscle. And so you have different layers to your body. And when things work right, all these layers slide smoothly. Like you go in, you go out, there isn't a hang-up. What happens is, either do it on accident or lack of use, atrophy, bad posture, bad habits, whatever happens, you tend to get what's called an adhesion in the muscles. And what an adhesion is you've got these different layers and it's glued together. Somehow these things become glued together. So if you look at, say that this is your muscle. And let's just say, for example, this is your hip up here, and this is your knee. So it's kind of like this. Okay? If you have an adhesion somewhere over here, instead of this that normally stretches and relaxes, all of a sudden this thing is cranked up. So now it can still work, but it's under constant tension. Even when it's supposed to be relaxed, instead of it being like this, you've got constant pulling. So if this is the hip and this is the knee, is the hip going to hurt? Because this is the part that's cranked up? No, this isn't going to hurt. Down here is going to hurt because you're pulling up on the kneecap. So you're getting the knee, you're kind of putting it out of place, and all these muscles here are getting angry at you because they're tired, they can't relax. So it can be the same thing from the knee to the ankle. This can be a model from the wrist up until the shoulder, right? If you have something going on here that causes tightness, you're not going to feel it here, you're going to feel it here, or you're going to feel it here. So what we need to do is we need to break up those adhesions. And the way to do that, we've got a couple different techniques. We have rolling and we have smashing. And if they sound painful, it's because they are. It hurts, but you'll feel better right away afterwards. So here's what we have to work with. The biggest expense you'll have is a foam roller. And this one's, oh, it doesn't say what thickness. You can see it. It's like a big old thick thing. You can get these on Amazon, 15 to 20 bucks. I think the sporting goods store, 20 to 40 bucks. This is essential to have. Number two, you can either have a lacrosse ball, where my tennis balls go to, or you can use a tennis ball. You guys know what a tennis, do I have to really go get a tennis ball? You guys know what it looks like. Lacrosse ball is a very hard, dense rubber thing we're going to use for smashing. These are $2.50, $3, wherever you can find lacrosse balls. And the other thing you need is a peanut. Now what a peanut is, let's take this thing off for you so you can see exactly what it is. Now if you want, if you're not handy, and I'm not saying you really have to be handy to make one of these, you can go buy one. They sell these for 25 bucks, 30 bucks. They do exactly the same thing. The thing I would advise, if you have 2 tennis balls, if you have access to some duct tape, you can make your own peanut. And this is what's called a peanut. And this is going to be to place on specific sore spots. And all you do, I'm embarrassed to even showing you how to do, you know how to do this stuff. 2 tennis balls, duct tape, throw it on here, wrap it up. Oh look, I screwed up on the video, look at this. It's not going to be a very good one, that's alright. Wrap it around so it doesn't move. Oh, this is going to turn out good. You can't mess this up. This is like a microwave popcorn. Whoever. Well, I guess you can. You leave it in too long. But anyway, so for whatever the cost is of duct tape, whatever the cost is of 2 tennis balls, you got this. So, foam roller, lacrosse ball, peanut. All the videos we're going to have, we're going to use those 3 things. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over how to probe and find sore areas and work them out. So the good news and bad news of this whole thing is if you don't find any areas that hurt, that's good. You don't have any adhesions, you don't have anything to worry about. Bad news is if you find them, we're going to have to put pressure on them and it's going to hurt. But it's going to fix things too. And save you doctor's visits and save you a lot of pain down the road. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video.